Weekly analysis on USDJPY. At this very point, market have capability of moving upward. I will discuss this further in detail in this very video. And if you come to the price of gold here, discover that gold have created a new all-time high at this very point of $3,500. So what next? Because I believe the market have possibility of correcting 50 to 60% of this Fibonacci retracement all the way to the downside. I will discuss in the detail and the opportunity on gold price chart right now. So pay attention and watch this video gradually all the way to the very end. If you come to USDJPY price action, I was talking about this very trade opportunity right here. But unfortunately, I did not give that trade, and the reason is because my entry signal did not play out. And the reason is because market moved all the way a little bit to this very point. Okay, from this very area, we see this little movement. So if you notice the momentum that the market used to move all the way from here to the upside, we don't see that momentum around this very area, which is very important. In fact, that is why I said most time, don't just take trades. Okay, have a reason why you want to take that trade, and once your rules, everything is met, you can trigger that entry position. Especially, you should always have an entry signal in your strategy. Okay, so after everything play out, what is the entry signal? What are you looking at as an entry signal? It can be a candlestick pattern, it can be with an indicator, it can be a chart pattern formation, it can be a breakout on resistance, it can be support resistance, it can be pullback, it can be anything. Okay, but the most important thing is, before you trigger your trade, you should always have an entry signal, and once you get that entry signal right and correct, then you can take your trade moving all the way to the upside. And that is why we've not taken this trade right here on the Telegram channel. Obviously, I'm still going to give this position if the market play out according to what I am looking at on price action. And from here, market have capability of coming back into this very area before the final move to the upside. Because if you look at price action, market move all the way into this very point, we have little correction, market come back down, form a new lower than the previous low at this very point, and then we have this little correction, market can come back down again before the final move to the upside. That is why you need to closely monitor momentum, because momentum in the market is very, very important. And with the way market is moving here with no momentum, then it means that the market has capability of coming back down again before the final move to the upside. However, as we resume the market on Monday, we are going to pay attention to this very area to really figure out what the market is going to do in the next coming hours and days as we enter into the week of trading. So this is what I am not paying attention to on the USDJPY 1-day chart and the 4-hour chart, as you can see at this very point. And obviously, once this play out, I'll be dropping that signal and many other signal, for example EURUSD and gold, on the Telegram channel. So if you don't join the Telegram channel, link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free channel. And the most important thing here as well is on the price of gold. Now, on the 1-day chart, I want to do a top-down analysis on the price of gold. So if you're a gold trader, there will be an opportunity for you to really structure how you should trade gold in the next coming days and weeks. I am on the 1-week chart, xauusd, which is gold right here. If you notice, the market has been moving all the way to the downside. In fact, during the trade war between China and the United States, of course, they are about to make a deal, but before that day comes to play, it is discovered that gold have been moving all the way to the upside. Of course, we know that gold is a safe haven asset. So for the fact that gold is a safe haven asset, investors rush into gold in times of disaster and uncertainty. And that is why we see the price of gold move all the way to the upside, create a new all-time high right here of $3,500, and now market is coming back down. So I am expecting a correction on the price of gold. That is what I'm expecting. And since I am on the 1-week chart and I'm expecting correction on the 1-week chart, it means that you can also trade this correction on the 4-hour chart, which will give us a nice move all the way to the downside, a smooth downward trend. And if you look at it right here, market is going to retrace, and I'm expecting the market to retrace significantly. That is why if you put on the Fibonacci retracement tool from this very point to this very area, it discovered that the market have capability of retracing, and I'm expecting the market to retrace into this very area, okay, into this very area before the next move to the upside. Of course, gold is still going to move upward. This is a complete uptrend, but I expect the market to retrace into this very area, or a possible retracement into this very area before the next move upward. A retracement into the 0.50 around this area and the 0.618, or market come back into the 0.618 and the 0.786 around this very area before the next move to the upside on the 1 week chart. Very important, pay attention. So on the 1 week chart, that is what I'm expecting. That means we can go back to the 4-hour chart and take trades, because market is going to begin to move all the way to the downside. So before I go to the 4-hour chart, look at the 1-day chart right here. On the 1-day chart, it is covered that there is loss of momentum on this very price action. Look at it, market to move all the way to the upside from here. Market has moving upward, retracement. This is about 40-50% retracement. Market move up again, come back down, move up, did not create a new high, so come back down, and right now market cannot create a new high because the last high we see right here is at this very point. And right now market is coming back down. So what I want to expect is for market to come back down. Not only that, if you take this very tool, that's a trend line, and you draw this very line right here, it is covered that this very trend line has been broken. So for the fact that this trend line has been broken, it means that this very long trend all the way from this very point upward has been broken. It means that a new trend is about to come into the market. And the first thing we can verify here that this very trend have changed direction to the downward trend is for where we see this very dull in momentum, and the market was moving aggressively right here. We see a little bit of aggressiveness right here as well, but market did not create a new high and come back down severely. It means that sellers are beginning to come into the market. Maybe people that bought very, very low, maybe around this very area, are beginning to take profit. That means market have to come back down. And of course, people is going to sell as well for market to come back all the way to the downside. And that is why I expect market to, from here on the 1-day chart, gold, come all the way down into this very point, okay, of important support. This is my personal opinion on the price of gold. And if you go back a little bit to the 4-hour chart, it is covered that the 4-hour chart right here is looking very, very bearish right now. Why? Because market come back down, move upward, come back down, move upward, come back down. So finally a break of structure happened right here, which is a significant structure on this very price action. So from this very area, we see a break of structure, and what happened? Market continue all the way to the downside. What that means, we should pay attention to market moving upward for a retracement before a continuation all the way to the downside. And if you are a gold trader, that is what I want you to pay attention to in the next week of trading. Why? Because we should see the market retrace back upward before the next move downward. And if you look at this chart critically, it is covered that aside this very point of important support, which is going to act as a resistance, obviously market have a fair value gap within this very area and this very area. So let me remove this. Okay, I will remove this first of all, and then I will show you this very gap that is on this very chart right here that you need to pay attention to. So there is a gap right at this very point, okay, and this gap is very, very important. So market have capacity of retracing from where it is right now. In fact, that is what I'm expecting since the market move downward, retracement downward, retracement downward. Market should retrace into this very area and then continuation all the way to the downside. What that means is, if you are a gold trader, it will be nice for you to look for a sell opportunity on gold moving forward, because if you look at the 1 week chart, market is already showing that signal that a retracement is going to come in after that long impulsive move all the way to the upside. And if you look at the 1 day chart, it is covered that there is a breakout on that trend line, which is this very trend line right here, and the market is going to come back down for significant correction. That means on the 4-hour chart, you can actually take that trade that you want to take for a sell opportunity all the way to the downside because of that retracement that is definitely going to come into the market on the 1-week chart. And this is what you have to pay attention to be in the right direction of the market. So conclusively, on the price of gold right here, what I am expecting immediately after we resume the market on Monday is for the market to retrace from here to the upside and then come back down. So a sell opportunity will be a nice idea to look for on this very price action. And for this very price action, which is USDJPY, I am expecting the market to from here move all the way to the upside. And if I did not see a good signal, okay, that is a strong bullish move that confirm my entry, I'm not going to take any trade. However, I'm still going to wait for that to play out, but the market have capacity of moving from here all the way into this very point before the final move all the way to the upside. And of course, you may be asking, what if the market come back down and break out of this level of important support? Now, if that happened, then I'm going to change my perspective about this market. Why? Because if you look at this very structural formation, it is covered that one thing very important here is there are key structures, key levels on this very price action, and we can mark that out clearly. This is a key level, this is a key level right here, this is another key level, 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 and this is where we have major swings in the market, and this area are very, very important. That is why if you look at it, when market move all the way to the upside from here, come back down to this very point, move straight into this very area. However, we have little retracement in between, but all this move all the way to the downside is a retracement of this long impulsive move all the way to the upside. If you understand the Elliott wave pattern in the theory, you will agree with me that there are smaller waves when the market is moving upward most time in the market. And that is why I expect that if the market come back down, that is, if we see the market begin to come all the way into this very area and break this level, I will begin to look for a sell opportunity on USDJPY instead of looking for a buy opportunity. But right now, since we've not seen that happen on price action, I am still looking for a buy opportunity from here all the way to the upside, and a breakout on this very point to the downside. I will now look for sell opportunity on this very price action moving forward. So this is what you need to pay attention to right now on USDJPY to be in the right direction of the market, and also gold USD to be in the right direction of the market. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more forex videos like this one. Also check the channel for other forex content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video and also in the pinned comment. It is a free channel link down below. Join right now. And if you want to watch my other videos on the channel, check this video out. It's going to help you greatly. And check this video out as well. It's going to help you too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.